Goths, goths, and flower children alike, welcome back to my channel. I'm Anitra. How y'all doing today? What's up? So, today, if you have seen this video right here, then you would have known that I asked on my Instagram and on the post tab and all that stuff if you could help me pick a word to do graffiti in today. That's what we're doing today. We're doing graffiti art. So these were the words. It was soul, spirit, and moon. And these three were the different fonts. And the results of those were these. Moon only had 1 vote. Spirit had the most with 6 votes. And soul lost by 1 vote. So they only had 5. And then with the fonts, 3 only had 1 vote, and then 1 and 2 were tied. So I had to do a tiebreaker on those. So I will show you that in just a second. But well, actually, I'll show you now. Let's get on with the art piece. Okay, so I just tallied up the choices for the vote thing, for the graffiti thing, and now I'm going to use this picker wheel for the font because fonts 1 and 2, they tied. So now we're going to use this picker wheel here, and we're going to see what we get. Add out of here. Okay, so here we go. Just on the wheel, it's an even number of 1s and 2s. We are on 2. 2 has been selected, so there we go. Okay, so now with the font and the word chosen, it is time to start with the sketch. At first, I was going to try to make like a brick wall sort of situation, like this picture that my sister drew, but I didn't really end up liking it, so I kind of just erased it and I start over, and I wanted to just start on with sketching the word itself first. Sketching this word out was going very, very well until I got to the T in spirit. Drawing this letter in this font was kind of unexpectedly difficult, but even when I was testing out the font on my other sketchbook, the T was one of the letters that was kind of weird to me, so I did have to kind of make it into a curve. That way it would fit well in the word, because in the font with everything else, it was just kind of up and down. But the way the letters are here, they're kind of slanted, so I had to kind of curve it at the bottom to make it fit with the rest of the word. Now for the background. I got inspired by lava lamps for the background because I actually just wanted to draw some blobs, and I haven't drawn blobs in a long time. So I just made a really big one in the behind the word, and then I had long ones and small ones, more rounded ones, just kind of floating in the empty space of the page. So that's basically what's going on here. So now that the design is done, it is time to color it, but I didn't know what colors to use, so I went back to the wheel again. So let's do that. Quick explanation, I just went through and did a bunch of combinations on here. So I did 3 different combinations, and now I have a wheel for the 3 different combinations. So that's what we're doing, and let's go. Let's see what combo we get. Violet and Cerulean. Okay, so now that that's been picked, here are all of my blue colors, including a pale green, which is leaning more towards the green side, as a highlight. Now I'm going to take my cerulean blue from Grabby, and I'm going to outline the word spirit. I was a little bit nervous about this color combo of blue and purple because I have personally never seen a blue and purple lava lamp before. The most common one that I've seen is like the orangey yellow ones or like the red ones, but I've never seen blue or purple. But with a little bit of research and some Googling, I found out that there are blue and purple lava lamps, mainly with a blue background and purple blobbies. So I wanted to switch it up because I wanted the brighter color to be the word and have the darker color to be the background. For the lettering for spirit, I want it to be a gradient, so I was testing it out on the first 2 letters. I am using both Posca pens using light blue and blue as sort of a gradient. So I am using light blue at the top, leaving cerulean in the middle, and then putting blue at the bottom. Also, I am blending out the colors into like a gradient form with my finger. Okay, so now that the gradient is done, I wanted to add some blobs to the inside of the letters to enhance the lava lamp effect even more. Okay, here I am coloring in the blobs that are on the inside of the lettering, starting with navy blue. I'm in the blue section, using the navy blue to kind of, make the blobs darker. And then going all the way up with the lighter colors, using them for highlights, also as reflective pieces as well. Adding these blobs to the inside of the lettering and later on was one of the best parts of this piece for me, because you could finally see the lava lamp effect take hold and see it come to real life, and it looks so cool. It looks so shiny and actually, blah, 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 blah. It's awesome. I love it. Okay, now we're on to the purples, which for some reason I did not have all together in Showcase. Well, so my bad. But I start off with my violet Posca pen, and I'm using that to fill in the background. And for all the little tiny areas that I can't really reach with the Posca pen nib, I am using a paintbrush. I don't know if this is just me, but does anyone else have a problem with their Posca pens to where one side of the nib gets way more paint than the other? So the one side looks like scratchy, but then you flip the paint, like the pen over, and the other side looks full. Does anyone else have that problem? Because I know that I do. Because of the big wet spots of violet while that was drying, I went back with cerulean to color in the other blobs that are floating in the negative space. I also used the violet as well. Okay, just like with the letters, I'm creating a gradient with the lightest and darkest purples. In this case, the lightest being Iris and the darkest being Northern Western Purple, both from the Grabby collection. Okay, now on to the blobs. It's the same process that I did for the blue section, except for this time for the darkest purple, I had to mix a couple of colors. So I had to mix the northwestern purple with navy and black. I used my finger for the gradient portion with the purples, but for me, this was way more difficult. If I were to redo this next time, I would do the background first and then work towards the foreground, which is what you're normally supposed to do, but I got a little too excited with the lettering and I did it backwards. You know, do as I say, not as I do. And I forgot to say this when I was doing the blue section, but I am adding this white grabby pin to add another like final shine to all of the blob areas. Okay, so now that everything is all shiny and looking the way that I wanted to, I'm going to use my black grabby pen to outline the word spirit. I'm using the grabby pen because the nib on this one is much smaller than the Posca pen that I own, so it just came out much neater and it looked way more like graffiti with this one. So here we go. Okay, and with outlining this last letter and fixing up some pieces where I added too much paint, and fixing some, uneven blobs here and there, this piece is done. And that's going to be the end of this video. I really like how this turned out. I think it turned out really, really cool. And I know this isn't, I said it was going to be inspired by stuff that my sister did when she was in high school. And I think that I did her justice. I think this actually turned out really, really cool. I showed it to her and she actually liked how it looked. So I was like, yeah, woo. I was a little nervous about the combination of the cerulean and the violet. I was very, very scared because I have personally never seen a blue and purple lava lamp before. But I'm glad that I did my research because they are out there. They're just not as popular as the other ones. So, but look at it. I'm also glad that I made the decision to only outline the word and not all of the other little blobbies. I think it looks way cooler with just the word outlined. I think so. Let's see if I can get the camera. There you go. Is it focused? I think so. There we go. But yeah, I think it looks really, really cool. I love the blobs on the outside. It just makes it look so much cooler. I had a lot of fun doing this. Thank you for everyone who voted. Whether you voted on Instagram or in the post tab, thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to vote for this. And I had a lot of fun. The last time I did a poll was for this piece back here, the painting a memory piece, which that was really fun. The polls are actually pretty cool, so I might do another one of these in like a couple months or something. And I also would like to do more graffiti art. So if you would like to see me do more graffiti art and stuff like that, let me know in the comments down below. How do you feel about the polls and everything? Do you like them? How do you feel about this piece? Let me know. Let me know in the comments, not the description. The comments down below. Leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, please. It brings me a lot of joy when you guys comment and subscribe and like the video and all that stuff. But I do like reading you guys' ideas and comments, so please comment something. Here are all of my social media handles. We have Instagram, Pinterest, and we have my Etsy. So please go check those out. Also, new stickers are coming. The Crystal Info series is also going to be a bunch of stickers as well, so please check that out. Clear quartz and amethyst are already made into stickers. By the time this video comes out, they should already be up on my Etsy. So please go check those out. I'm so excited by them. Okay. With that being said, that's going to be the end of this video. So have a good rest of your morning, evening, afternoon, or night, wherever you are on this wondrous globe. Eat some good food, drink some good drink, get some good sleep, and listen to some good music. Know there are people on this planet who love you, and I'm one of them, because I do too. Mwah. And to my mystics, goths, and flower children alike, that's going to be the end of this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Love you! Peace!